What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing another Brawl Stars video. So today we're gonna have Brawl Stars update discussion. Today I'm gonna be going over my Brawl Stars update wish list. So if you did not know, on March 28th, Arlight, or Ryan, known as the community manager for Brawl Stars, he released this tweet. He said, "No Brawl talk for the next couple of weeks. We're still busy working on the update." So he says a couple of weeks, so obviously that could mean 2, it could mean 3, it could be more, if something got delayed or something. So we're about almost 2 weeks out from that tweet, so we might be starting to get a Brawl Talk either maybe next week or the week after. So, and what goes hand in hand with Brawl Talk? That's like update news and when the update's probably gonna be. So, or it usually is shortly after the Brawl Talk. So I'm gonna assume we're still probably gonna get the update mid, probably pushing it more towards later in April is probably when we'll see the next Brawl Stars update, for those of you that are curious. So I assume we'll start getting news soon, but today I just want to go over my update wish list, what I really hope to see in this next update. I know like a lot, like I'll probably save it for a different video of like huge like features and huge things I would love to see in Brawl Stars like as its duration of life goes on. This is just specifically talking about the next update, what things I want to see in it and what I think would be good for the game. So hopefully you guys are excited. I'm excited for the Brawl Stars update. I'm also excited for tomorrow because I'm finally getting a haircut. My hair is way too long, man, and it seems as though my haircuts kind of like coincide a lot of times with like Brawl Talk, or not Brawl Talk, like update stuff and everything. So I don't know, maybe it's just I gotta get on we're on a good cycle right now because that's how it's been the last few times. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I really want to see, and we know we're gonna see it, they already confirmed it, is balance changes in this next update. And you may say like, man, well that's a given. I'm not talking just like your ordinary balance changes where they like buff a few of the lower brawlers that aren't used a whole lot. I want to see like an entire flip of the meta. Like it's been the same meta pretty much since before even global release. It's like Pam has always been a good brawler. It's just like the same. I don't know. It's just so it's so similar. I mean, yes, there are here and there like Leon shake things up a lot because he was one of the best brawlers forever. It's just like I kind of want to see the meta like flipped on its head. Like the brawlers that are considered bad, I want to see them to be considered good. I don't know. That's just my personal preference. Just destroy everything. Next up, I've actually really been enjoying playing this brawler, and I used to hate playing him because he was like he literally was only good with his star power. And I really think Bo is in a good spot now. He does a lot of damage with his main attacks. His super, it kind of sucks sometimes if they see you place it. I have been in the discussion of maybe redesigning his super a little bit where maybe those mines do less damage, but you cannot, like, people can't see where exactly they land. I don't know, but I like Bo as a character now. Like, I really think his main attack does a lot of damage, and he's definitely a solid thing. But I want him to get his rework, man. His design change. He looks definitely the least polished and definitely the least... I don't know, I just do not like how Bo looks. And maybe they're just taking some time with him because they want him to be perfect when they finally do release his new design change and his skin changes and everything. But I think that should be top of the list. Like, Bo just looks so low quality compared to the other brawlers. Like, I just really, really want him to get changed. The next thing is actually when I was kind of disappointed last update because I guess I kind of got spoiled with their previous updates, or the previous 2 updates before this, or was it even 3? Was last update we only had 1 skin. And I don't know, I feel like I really, really loved the multiple skin releases throughout the month. Like, it just gives you something to look forward to. It just, I don't know, the one skin was really cool. A lot of people didn't like it, which was Mortis, but I don't know, hopefully they have a bunch of new skins for new brawlers. Like, I don't know if this update will be before or after Easter. Or I don't know if they're even going to do anything for it, because maybe not everyone celebrates it. But just, I want more skins. I absolutely love skins in the game, and I feel like I don't know, I'm just all one for customization. And this kind of leads into the next point too. Like, I've talked about this in a previous update wish list, and I think I'm going to bring this up. Like, this, I don't think this is super hard to do. Maybe a little changing of the UIs or whatever, but it's emotes and like maybe little sayings or like an LOL emote or something. I don't know. Or an LOL phrase. I want these to be able to be used at the end of the match. Like, you guys know in Clash Royale how you can spam them during the game and everything. Well, that's kind of built into Clash Royale. They've always had those since the beginning. With Brawl Stars, I feel like I'm okay with not having that. I just want it, to like have it at the end of the match screen, like where everyone's getting their trophies or something. Like right when the match ends, I would be that person that would spam like the Colt crying emote or something, because you know they're gonna see it unless they rage quit right at the end of the game. So obviously, it depends how long they're gonna stay on that match end screen for if you can spam emotes back and forth or whatever. But I want those, man. I just am all for as much customization or aesthetic changes as possible that doesn't affect like the in-game experience at all, or making it more pay to win than it is. Like I was so in love with just games where you can buy skins. I think Fortnite does a great job with it, where you can like, they just keep adding on to the customizations. Like you don't have to go that far. I know Clash Royale started to do it, but it's like, just the more customization, I think the better. Like it just, the more unique you can make your characters, it makes you grow attached to them and makes you want to come back and play. Like I just want to see more customization and aesthetic changes wherever possible. It could be like, it could be your background when you first log on to the game. Like, I don't know. And another thing too with this is like, make these into challenges. Like I would love to see challenges in Brawl Stars as well, where you complete a task, or there's I don't know, like something, get like 10 wins in a row or anything like that maybe gives you some rewards. Or sometimes it's like you get emotes. You guys know how Clash Royale now has like these challenges where you get emotes for them. Like how cool would that be? It doesn't have to be an emote. It could be like a skin, or just exclusive skins for completing stuff, or like even on the trophy road, just throw some skins in there or something. Like I would love that stuff where it's just like free unlockable stuff for sometimes, but then also the business model is to have like skins like that, or aesthetic changes that you want that would make people want to purchase them, like we have for skins right now. Just the more customizability, I'd love it. So now, since last month we got a change to the game modes, we got Siege. They always made Showdown have the event modifiers. I would personally love to see a new ticketed event. Like maybe every couple of updates you'd rotate, like, oh, we'll add a new game mode, we'll add a new ticket event, we'll add a new game mode. But at the same time, it's like, should I really be saying this even if I don't have any great ideas myself? I don't know. And then next up, it's kind of like I want to see a use for the excess gold back when you like kind of get maxed or whatever. Because I feel like eventually, because Brawl Stars does not take as long to proceed through the game and level up compared to the other Supercell games. I've referenced Clash Royale a lot, and Clash of Clans, and even Boom Beach and all them in Heyday. Like those games take a long time, like free-to-win players or free-to-play players to complete and eventually get maxed. Like it would take years, like more than 2. It would take a long time. With Clash or with Brawl Stars, if you play every day, get all your stuff, it's really not going to take, I think, maybe a year or 2, depending on, I think it obviously every time a new brawler gets out, it gets added up, and that's just a year or 2 not spending at all. You guys, this doesn't take into account the people that maybe spend a little bit or whatever. I feel like it's gonna become a problem sooner rather than later, where people are starting to like get towards the end game of Brawl Stars and they're kind of getting bored, and I'm scared that that's gonna happen because there's not a whole lot to do at the end game, or just way to spend your resources or things to work towards. So just something on the end game aside from just going for trophy highs. I wish there's another alternative to push for, and a way to get rid of that excess gold or whatever. Just have something at the end, like once you're maxed out or getting close to maxed out or near the end game of Brawl Stars, there's something else to do or something else to work towards. Because like I said, I'm scared because it's a lot quicker. Like this isn't a bad thing, it's just it does not take that as long a time to max out compared to other Supercell games. So I think sooner rather than later, I hope that gets fixed. Then now this one, a new brawler. I thought about it a lot more. You guys, if you didn't see my Robo Rumble where I was just playing Carl and just doing some weird stuff on there, like I randomly, a robot boss like broke the blocks around our safe, and I was just like, you know what would be cool? A brawler that could create its own walls or repair walls or structures or whatever, or grass or whatever. I would love that in the game. Like I really want to see a brawler like that now. The more that I think about it, like that could be its super. It could repair some blocks or anything like that. Maybe he has like a similar look to the miner or something, I don't know, like, or some construction worker or something, just along those lines. And I would just absolutely love to see that. And the other brawlers I would love to see is like some sort of teleportation. Like I go back to Vainglory with Lyra. If you guys don't know what Vainglory is, it was a mobile MOBA 3v3 and everything, and there's a lot of good things in that game, and I absolutely love it. I actually made a channel on it that got up to 60,000 subscribers. I no longer play it anymore, but there was a character called Lyra, and I absolutely loved her super ability, which was like it opened up a portal and it connected to another portal on a separate part of the map. your teammates could go through it, and your enemies could go through it. And it just makes for so much unique gameplay. Like, I don't know, I just really love that idea, and there's just like so many different dynamics that you can do with it. And I don't know, obviously if you guys have any great ideas or cool ideas or just things that you'd like to see in the game, definitely let us know down below in the comments. Like, I love like the discussion videos, especially, you guys know, like, yes, the last new thing we got was Carl, but we actually were able to show gameplay and stuff on Carl like beginning of March, around the time when we were able to show dev build stuff. So it's like there really hasn't been too much new information at all for like over a month now. And I don't know, like in the downtimes I just really like discussing of things that I would like to see. So what I feel like an intricate part for Brawl Stars and its success really is the ability or the experience for players that are most of the time playing solo or playing by themselves, because it's hard to like find consistent clubs and consistent players to play with and everything. And I feel like the experience for a solo player that goes into like 3v3 matches with a random queue isn't the greatest. And I feel like that is one of the sole reasons people get frustrated and quit Brawl Stars, is maybe because they don't like Showdown and how there's a lot of teaming trickling down, and it's just not overall a great experience. So I really want them to try and fix the matchmaking. Like, I have talked about this before. I really want to see, like, when you go into matchmaking and you get found with a random team, I hope like there's, on the matchmaker side, like there's defined roles with the brawler that you're playing, because a lot of times what's really annoying is like when you get put into a match and you have like a team comp that has no gem carrier, that has all like close range brawlers or something, and you just get destroyed by a team that was obviously maybe preformed, or maybe they got lucky with the brawlers that were picked, and it gives you like no shot at the time. Let's say the team comp is like Nita, Carl, and Shelly. Like, those are all like close range. Well, I mean, Carl technically isn't super close range, but a super is. And like none of them have like a long range really distance to deal a ton of damage or any healing aspect. So I don't know, I would really like for Brawl Stars to put in these defined roles kind of for brawlers. Like with Poco, obviously he's more of a gem carrier, more of a healer. Pam, more of a gem carrier, more of a healer. Jesse, more of that gem carrier, she could fall in the same category. Same with Penny. Like, you have one of those brawlers in predefined, and you try your best to like match teams to have like a good variety of like close range brawlers, long range brawlers, healers, like, so you get better team comps, because it matters a lot. And it gets really frustrating when you keep getting put into matches, whether it's like Shelly, Primo, Bull, and the enemy team is like Pam, Nita, and I don't know, like a Shelly, or just anything, like a more solid team comp. More often than not, the team with the most solid team comp is gonna win. Now there is instances obviously where you're able to overcome that, whether it's a good play or just the other team maybe just sucks, but it really makes a difference. I feel like that would just help overall, just like having these kind of semi-defined roles, and you try not to match up all three brawlers of the same type, so it makes it a little bit more fair and not as toxic. And the last one is just kind of piggybacks off that, is just like more incentive to be in a club, whether it's like tasks that you could do as a club, or like even like a club chest, like, or a club brawl box that you're all working towards. Like, I don't know, just some sort of incentive for playing together, making it a better experience and make more people want to join them, because that's really gonna allow people to play together more, so not everyone's gonna be so reliant on playing solo, or there's more incentive to not only be playing solo but join a club as well, so then there's more opportunities to play together. So I don't know, just making it more enticing to be in a community in Brawl Stars. Like, because I feel like Brawl Stars is a community game, obviously, and the experience is so much better when you have friends to play with or people to play with, aside from playing solo all the time. So that's just my thoughts, but let me know your thoughts for the update. I know it was kind of a lot, maybe I rambled a little bit, I don't know, I tried to make it concise. Aside from the excess gold stuff, this is all stuff that I think like is very plausible, which we'll see. Like, the reason why I say the excess gold and endgame content is because maybe it's not, I don't think it's super high on their priority list right now, just from what I've heard and everything, but I feel like I just want to say this in every kind of update wish list and everything, because I feel like it will become an issue sooner rather than later, and I hope something gets worked out soon with it. So for everything else though, like, I feel like it's doable. It's not really like, oh, too many like crazy brand new features like Club Wars or something like that. It's just kind of more things to like improve the player experience, to make them want to play more, or just to keep them more interested in everything. So those are kind of what I'm going for with Brawl Stars and everything. But let me know your thoughts. Let me, like, if you have some crazy ideas, or could be big ideas, could be little things, like what do you guys are hoping for in the next updates? But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know if you're at least excited, and I'll see you guys later.